Hi Gandhi class, welcome to our fourth maths lesson this week. It was so great to see you guys on our live session this morning, and thank you so much for your feedback about the maths lesson from yesterday. I know a lot of you said that you found the very last question, the very last activity quite tricky, so I'm going to go through how to answer this question using the method that you were given. So you needed to do it pictorially and then use the column method. So I'm just going to share my book with you. Here we go. So we've got 36 times 6. Now, because we're timesing by 6, with our table, we need to draw 6 rows going down. So I'm just going to, we've got 3 columns, do up to 9, and then that's 3 each. Lovely. Okay. So then that's going to be my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. And as I said, because it's 6, I'm going to draw 6 groups. So what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups there. And then I'm just going to join it all up. When you guys draw out your tables, I would really like to see that you guys are using rulers. It just makes your work so much easier to read, and it's a lot neater as well. Okay, now let's separate these into 6 groups so that it's nice and clear for us. That's one group, that's another group, that's another group, that's another group, and then that's another group there. Lovely. So we've got all our groups there. Now in each group, we've got 6 groups. So in each group, we need to put 36. So that's 6 ones, because that's our 1 up there, and then 3 tens. And each group needs to have this. Okay, now we need to add together all of these groups, and we always start with the ones column first. It's really important that you are always starting with your ones. So let's count them up together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So that's 36 in that column. Now we cannot have 36 in our ones column because that is way too much. So we need to do some exchanges. Now we're going to exchange 10 ones for 1 10. So let's count up 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So those 10 ones are going to become a 10 stick. Let's do another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And that will again become another 10. Now we still have too many ones, so we're going to have to do another 10, another exchange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. That's another 10 into our tens column. And then we're left with 6. So now we have 6 ones. Okay, now we need to count up our tens. So including the ones we've exchanged, we need to make sure that we are including them. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210. So we've got 210 in that column. Again, that is way too much. You can't have hundreds in the tens column. So what we're going to do next is we're going to add up the 10 sticks, and we need to have 10 sticks to make it into 100. So let's count 10 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 there. And that becomes 100. If we've got another 10, then we need to exchange that for 100 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, there is another 10 here. So then that becomes 100. And then you're left with 10 down here. So that's a 1 10 stick. And then we have now got 200. So your answer is 216. Now, if we're going to be using this showing the column method, you need to do 36 times 6, making sure that your 10s and your 1s are underneath each other, as this will really help. And then I'm just going to quickly draw a line underneath just to make it nice and neat for where I put my answer. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is 6 times 6, and we know 6 times 6 is 36. So we put the 1s in the 1s column, which is 6, and then we carry the 10s over here, which is 3. We then need to do 30 times 6, or 3 times 6 to make it easier for us, which is 90. And then we need to add the 3, which we found was 21. So we then need to make sure we've got our hundreds column in, add it on, and it should be 216. Knock off your 10 here because you've already added it in, and there is your answer. I hope that helped, guys, and I hope that helped you to answer the other questions if you would like to go back and do that. If not, don't worry, that's absolutely fine. Right, let's go back to our maths lesson today. Okay, so our learning objective for this lesson is, can I divide 2-digit numbers by a 1-digit number by partitioning into 10s and 1s and sharing into equal groups? So how could we use pictorial representation to solve this division number sentence? 68 divided by 2. Pause the video to have a think. Okay, so here we are. We've got 2 groups. And we have shared the 1s equally into each group, and we've shared the 10s equally into each group. So here you can see we have got 4 1s in each group and 3 10s in each group. So we know that 68 divided by 2 is going to be 34. How could we use a part-whole model to help us solve this calculation? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to partition this calculation into 10s and 1s. So we're going to do 63 divided by 3 is our whole. Then we're going to partition it into 10. So we'll be doing 60 divided by something and then 3 divided by something. Do you think you might know what will go into those blanks? Pause the video to have a think. Well done if you got 3. We're dividing by 3, so the blanks should be divided by 3. And then with our table here, we're going to represent this in our place value grid. So we've got 3 groups because we're dividing by 3. So 1, 2, 3 groups. And now we need to share the 10s and 1s out equally. So 3 divided by 3. We're going to share 3 1s into 3 groups, which means we have got how many in each group? Well done, we've got 1 in each group. And now we need to share the 10s equally into each group. So we're going to put 1 10 here, 1 10 here, 1 10 here, another 10 here, another 10 here, and the last 10 here. So that's shared out equally. What is 60 divided by 3 then? Pause the video to have a think. Well done if you got that 63 divided by 3 is 21. Great work, guys. Okay, now let's have a go at completing 96 divided by 3. So on your whiteboard, I would like for you to draw the part-whole model and work out 96 divided by 3 by partitioning it into 10s and 1s. And then I want you to use the place value grid. So pause the video and then we'll go through the answers. Okay, so in your whole, you should have 96 divided by 3. Then in one of your parts, it should be 90 divided by 3. And then the other part, it should be 6 divided by 3. Well done if you got that. Now we're going to share it in our place value grid. So we want to share 6 by 3 groups. So we've drawn here 3 groups. Let's share 6 first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's important that you are sharing this equally. That's why I did it one at a time for each group. Now let's do it for the 10. So we're sharing 90 by 3. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So what is 96 divided by 3? Pause the video to have a think. Well done if you got that. It is 32. Great work, guys. Well done. Okay, your task now. So you have got 3 activities to choose from. Please pick the one that is most suited to you. You don't have to do them all. If you would prefer just to do activity 1, that is absolutely fine. If you want to just do activity 2, that's fine, or just activity 3, that is fine as well. If you want to do them all, again, that is absolutely fine, but please pick the one that is most appropriate for you. So question number 1, Vihan uses place value counters to solve 84 divided by 2. And here you can see how Vihan has solved this. Now you now need to use Vihan's method to calculate 84 divided by 4, 66 divided by 2, and 66 divided by 3. So you can see he has shared his counters equally between the 2 groups. So if you've got 84 divided by 4, how many groups are you going to draw? Well done if you got 4 groups. So you would need to draw 4 groups and share 84 between those 4 groups. It's the same for the other ones as well. Look at what you're dividing by. Depending on what you're dividing by, will show you how many groups you need to make. Okay, activity number 2. Maisie uses a place value grid and a part whole model to solve 66 divided by 3. So here is your place value grid and here is your part whole model. You now need to answer 69 divided by 3, 96 divided by 3, and 86 divided by 2. So look at what you are dividing by, and you also need to make sure that you are partitioning these into 10s and 1s. So I don't want to see 33 and 36 as your partition. It should be 60 and 9, okay? So make sure you are partitioning into 10s and 1s. Activity number 3, Alex uses place value counters to help her calculate 63 divided by 3. She gets an answer of 12. Is she correct? So then you need to work out whether or not Alex is correct and explain why. If she's not correct, you need to give me the correct answer and show me your working out. If you want to push yourself further, here is an extension for you. So you've got 3 questions to answer here. I'm thinking of a number. When I divide it by 3, the answer is 12. What is my number? So you need to work through these. Then you've got divided by 2 and the answer is 24. What's my number? And then divided by 4 and the answer is 11. What is my number? So please make sure you upload all of your work to Tapestry and I will see you next time, Gandhi class. Bye.